So the first thing that happens when you start to experience vocal fatigue is you might be quite scared and taken aback because we tend to take our voices for granted because we use them so regularly. It's a real part of us from day to day. And it isn't until something happens when we kind of go, oh, wow, okay, my voice is actually a part of my body and I need to use my voice. It's such a part of our human nature to express. And especially if you are a professional voice user, such as a singer, a singing teacher, a presenter, even someone who works in a call center, someone who is on regular Zoom meetings, we are tending to be using our voices even more than ever. And with that comes potential strain on the voice. So you might be thinking, why is this happening to me? And is it serious? So that's typically the next question. Is it serious? How do I know if something else isn't going on? So you can think about what you have been doing recently. Have you changed the way that you've been using your voice recently? Have you had a period of intense usage? And therefore, are you having some signs of stress on the voice? So vocal fatigue generally includes, it means voice tiredness. So does your voice just generally feel quite tired? Are you feeling a little bit of a pinching sensation? Or are you feeling a little bit scratchy or breathy? Do you find it hard to make the normal sounds that you typically make, just to speak at a normal level or to sing? Are you feeling like you have to increase your vocal effort in order to make those sounds normally? Are you feeling signs of strain around your neck or even like a dull aching in the front of your neck or around underneath your jawline? So these are all signs of stress on the voice, and they're a good indicator that you are experiencing vocal fatigue. Let's have a look at the intrinsic muscles of the larynx. So these are the actual vocal folds and the surrounding ligaments and cartilages that we use to create sound. And typically what happens when we're having vocal fatigue is that um, the vocal folds have been coming together to because you've had an intense period of using your voice and they've been having to slam together to make an intense sound, and that can be quite harsh on the voice, and therefore they might be a little bit swollen. The tissues are literally swollen, and therefore it becomes hard to use your voice in a way that you're normally used to making sounds, the fine control of the voice. So if you're noticing that the fine control is lacking, then chances are you have vocal fatigue. Let's have a look at the extrinsic muscles of the larynx. So these are all along your neck muscles here, underneath your chin. And you can see how typically these can get involved too. Now, especially often we might have some stress happening from the intrinsic muscles of the larynx, and then therefore the extrinsic muscles start to get involved. It's like they compensate, and this can become a habit, and so therefore it might have been happening over a period of time. And so if you're feeling aching, if you're feeling the need to push more and more, then typically probably these extrinsic muscles have started to get involved. So, is it serious? In the next lesson, I'm going to be talking with you about 3 signs that you may have something a little bit deeper going on, such as a vocal injury. So I'll see you in the next lesson.